I think this feels so good. What is up, guys? It's been a while since I made a video. I haven't traveled a lot lately, so that's why I haven't been making any vlogs lately. But today's a very special day. It's gonna be a little bit of a different video. It's gonna be an unboxing of something that I've been waiting for quite a long time. And just keep in mind that I'm no expert on the specs of all the gear that I own or any of the future gear that is coming out, if that makes any sense. And before we get into it, I just want to let you know who I am. My name is RJ. I like to travel. I'm a photographer and I make videos, vlogs, and I have a lot of fun doing it.
And I only wanna forget.
I could die right now. This is
Yeah, I only wanna forget.
This is what I was making about, man. I've been on solo road trips, I have been out of the country one time, and I plan on doing more in the future. And what I'm going to unbox today is the GoPro Fusion. I just got it yesterday. I was expecting it Monday, but I got it on Saturday night. I was busy all day, so I came home really tired, and I've never once waited to open up a box. I usually open it up right away, but instead I'm waiting for the next day so you guys can actually see my reaction to opening this box. I've been a fan of GoPro for a very long time. It was actually my very first camera I've ever bought was a Hero 2. I started taking pictures and little videos off here and there. Everyone starts somewhere. I've gotten a lot of feedback from it, and I was like, maybe this is the right path I'm going, and now I want to get like a DSLR and start taking pictures, having a depth of field, zooming into things. And so ever since I started off with GoPro, I never would be where I am today. They're really small cameras that can fit right in your pocket, and you can get amazing footage just in this little thing right here. And ever since the Hero 5 came out, it saved a lot of time trying to put it in the housing and space as well, because having to have your water housing and the GoPro at the same time, space is pretty valuable when it comes to traveling. So when this Hero 5 came out, it's been like the thing I've vlogged with a lot, because I could easily just hit the record button and it turns on, starts recording right away. That is one of my favorite features about this. The audio is not that great, but it didn't really matter to me. I really just wanted to capture the moment with myself. And if you're wondering what this is like a mouthpiece. I made it myself. It was just a normal clip that I just wrapped it with like cloth and then duct tape, and I just bite it down. The reason why I have this is because some other ones are like a mouth guard for like football, and it sticks out, but it wiggles a lot when you're moving around. So this I bite on and it stays like exactly where my head is at. But now with the Fusion, it's the future and it's gonna change the game. Once I saw them release a few videos of this 360 camera, I wasn't really a fan of 360 before, because of the fact that you just have to look around. It takes like more work. I just like having to watch a TV and just not have to worry about looking around. Like, say for instance you're laying in bed or on the couch and you just want to chill, you've had a long day. You don't want to have to look around all the time and either drag the screen or anything like that. But then they mentioned over capture, which really caught my eye, because that is not 360 camera, but you can pick the shot you want out of that 360 video and make it into a regular video like this, which blows my mind. I think that could be the future, because this GoPro, you have to aim it wherever you want to record, which is not that big of a deal. You can easily just turn it around. But what if there's like a moment where you wanted to capture a reaction and capture that thing on the other side too? You'd want to be able to capture that all in one clip instead of having to go back and forth, which saves a lot of time. I probably still will use this even though I have the Fusion, but who knows. I really have never worked with 360 cameras before. I heard that this camera would be the go-to for maybe even beginners or people who are in the advanced 360 world. I feel like this could be a really big game changer for me, being able to capture everything around me in just one shot. Well, I know it's like 2 videos that you have to stitch together. Again, I have never worked with 360, so please just understand that. I do know some people have been saying some downsides about the Fusion, how like it shoots 5K or something like that, but it really is not true 5K. because it's such a wide lens or something like that. And then when you crop it, it's actually not as crisp as a 4K video, which to me it doesn't really matter. I think it's just all about the more, to me I think about the Fusion as like a really easy 360 camera, because before I've seen like what is it, like 5 or 6 of these you have to mount it on some like 3D printed rig and put all that footage together, and just that's like crazy. And now we have it all in one camera, and I heard it takes two micro SD cards, which some people complain about, which I don't find a big deal at all. So without further ado, I'm gonna unbox this thing, and now you guys can see my reaction, because I've never waited on unboxing a video, but today is my first day doing that, because I wanted it to be more natural instead of me reenacting of what it looks like when I first opened it. So let's get into it. Man, this is the future. So it comes in a normal, the box is about the same size as the box inside. We got this, that's the Fusion, and then I ordered the extra SD cards. I think it was like $120 for both of these 64GB micro SD cards, which is a little bit expensive, but I think there's small things about these that make it work best for this kind of camera, and that's why I got them. Alright, now here's the box, wrapped in plastic. I just have a good feeling. It is a different packaging. Like, this is the first packaging I've ever gotten with. I've been through like the Hero 2, Hero 4, Hero 5. It's all been in a rectangular box with the glass see-through piece, so you can actually see the camera. This is a whole lot different, because it not only does it come with the Fusion, it comes with the grip itself, a little case that you can put around the 360, and then a couple parts here and there, clips, batteries, and cables. GoPro Fusion. I love the smell of opening stuff. So it comes in the case like this already, and I really like this grip. It feels good. It has a grip to it, and I'm pretty sure there's like instructions, battery, and the clips and the cable. So we got the little screw that helps you mount the GoPro itself. And then these mounts look much bigger, which I totally would agree they should be bigger, because those small ones I don't think could handle a bigger camera like the Fusion. And you got the cable to charge it, and then you got the battery, which like it looks 2 times the size of the original one. I love opening new stuff. It's like Christmas. And here's the grip. It like clips in, which is really cool. So that way it just doesn't open up on its own. But you can stand this up, do whatever, do like a time lapse. Looks like it has a little clip right here. You can put something on, clip it on your backpack, or like maybe a weight. But this clips back down, so you can hold it in your own hands. And then this comes up, you just gotta twist it, and then it extends about almost 1 to 2 feet. And then if you turn it like, I think it's clockwise or counterclockwise, it locks in place. Yeah, so it's like, I think it's clockwise, and now it won't go down, and you got this long stick. So it's gonna be really cool to use. I like how it's skinny, because when you edit the 360 in post-production, it's, I think, gonna be a good thing that this is really skinny. All in all, it's a really nice grip. But I think you can mount it on here while you have the case on, which is a really cool idea. I think this feels so good. I believe the case is really important, because you can't set this down on a flat surface, having to do with the fact you have 2 lenses on each side. So you either have to set it flat up, like the flat top on the bottom of the table, or you can put it inside a case and lay it on the table itself. It feels really cool and high quality, even though the battery's not in it. You slide open the compartment here and put the battery in. So this is what the GoPro looks like. Got this camera here. You got the screen that lights up, which is actually really cool. So you got this camera down here, and then you got this camera that's a little bit further up. They're not directly across from each other. And you got the record button. You got the power and the change settings button. And This part right here is basically where you charge, and I think they might make some sort of mic adapter there, which would be kind of cool. But then again, it's got to be something small so you're not getting in the way of the 360 camera. It looks like it has some mics above and some mics below, a mic right here. Kind of curious if the audio is going to be better on this or not, and hopefully it is. It can handle windy situations better, but overall it looks amazing. And it does look like this comes apart where you have to flip these things open. They feel pretty tough, so it doesn't seem like it's going to fall off at all. This comes sliding off, which I think this is going to be for something in the future where you slide on maybe a different kind of mount. Not totally sure what they're going to do with it yet. You slide that back on. It feels like it's metal. And then these snap right back in place. It works the same way as the Hero 5, where you put the SD cards in the same place as the battery. There we go. I'm going to get the memory cards out. It's really cool that the battery has like an indicator behind this little flap that say SD1 and SD2, which is really cool. The red light beneath the lens here, it actually blinks when you insert the card, which is kind of cool. So all the stuff is in. Now it's time to power this baby up. This feels really good, like heavy, high quality stuff. The record button is to select it. Yep. Turn on GPS. Don't need GPS. I don't think I've ever used GPS. I think it's just gonna, I feel like it's gonna kill the battery faster. I think the GoPro Hero 5 had that as well. Turn on voice control. Yeah, sure. Connect to GoPro app, yes. Alright, now I need to find my phone. It's been a while since I used the GoPro app. I hear that you have to use the GoPro app in order to change settings, maybe on this or anything like that. Not totally sure yet. I never really used that with the Hero 5. There's been one time where I tried using the app to see what the camera sees, but it was never really my kind of thing. We already have a screen on the back of this, and you just hit the record button and it starts recording, and it can change the settings on this camera itself. So everything's great about the Hero 5. But the GoPro Fusion might be a little bit different for that. So I'm going to add device, Fusion. My camera is on, continue. I think it works just like the GoPros where you connect the Wi-Fi. Yeah. Alright, I'm connected to the I'm connected to this. It's acting as a Wi-Fi connection. Now it's asking to connect using Bluetooth. Okay, I don't know. I canceled it out of the app, and then I went back in, and then it said loading and that check mark. So that must mean I'm connected now. Now it says, do I want to pair using Bluetooth? It will extend my battery life, so that's a good thing. So I believe once you get the camera set up, you're able to look at 360 like this while the camera is filming, and you can like pretty much play it like it's a VR sort of. Okay, yep, I'm connected to the camera now. I got 17% battery life, which I totally understand. It's a good thing that you don't leave your batteries fully charged. I don't think it's safe to do that while batteries are flying in planes and things like that. It's asking for an update. I can't do it because my battery level is too low. So now that I don't know what I'm doing exactly, I've never worked with 360 before. The camera's all connected. I can't wait to start using this thing. You have the option to switch between photos. It has 18 megapixel photos. That's pretty cool. It just says that on the LED screen here. You got video, you got photos, and you got the timer one. I use that all the time when I'm using the GoPro. There's been multiple times where I feel like if you use the longer timer and you're moving a GoPro a little bit, it blurs out the footage. So I have it set to 0.5, so I'm continuously taking pictures, and then I pick out the best one out of all of those. So you're able to go in settings through here, and it does look like you can change the settings of the video and photos. That's actually pretty good. So you got 5.2K 30 frames, and you got 3K at 60 frames. So you can do like slow motion. That's one important thing I always want to have, is a little slow motion kind of thing. I always shoot 120 on this or 60 frames a second to do like jumping off a cliff into the water or something like that. And you got Pro Tune, which I won't mess with till later. But I'm not really gonna get far into the settings. Most of it I think is just the same kind of idea as the Hero 5 and Hero 6 and all. I never bought the Hero 6 because I didn't feel like I needed 4K 60. It's 4K is not really like the best thing to have. I think 1080 is great quality in general. I mean, it's good enough to tell like and show people what you're recording and all that, and you can do slow motion as well. 120, that's already good enough. I don't need 240 or 4K at 60 frames a second. It's just you might get a crisper image, but you can still make pretty good content with 1080 as well. I could understand why you can shoot 5.2K or 4K on the 360 camera, because it needs that really wide. It's only got 2 cameras, and so this right here and this right here pretty much captures to this point. That's what I'm thinking, and that's why it's shooting at such a high resolution. It looks pretty great. And then I'm gonna put the case back. Actually, I'm gonna mount it first. I was thinking about this before, taking it out in water. I heard that when you stitch things together, it's gonna be more noticeable underwater, which not really is gonna bother me that much. You can probably still capture amazing stuff. You need to work your way in, and over capture, you're gonna be able to kind of avoid that, which I think over capture is the way I'm gonna be doing it, not more of 360. I might make separate videos of 360 in case somebody wanted to watch it, but I think I'm gonna stick more to over capture. And speaking of over capture, I don't even think that the app or the software is out yet, which really is dumb. They should release it when the Fusion comes out. Like, it's out, I have it in my hands now, and now I want to use over capture, but it's not going to be open until somewhere in the beginning of 2018, which is why do you have to wait that long to do that? I want to be able to start working with over capture right away. I think 360 is the future, especially over capture, in my opinion. I'm not much of a 360 fan. I know a lot of people are. It's really cool to like look around and actually like just look at what you want to see and feel like you're there in the person. So I got it mounted on the grip, and then you're able to just put the case right on top over it. I think when you travel though, it would come apart, and I would just have these 2 pieces separate. But if you want to be on the go, and you could just do this, is slide it in like a little hook on the side of your backpack or something like that, but always make sure you don't lose it. And it feels really good for a 360 camera. I think this is going to be the way I'm going to be going pretty soon. I've done a lot of things with GoPro. This is a bit expensive. I think it runs at $700. Plus tax might be extra, and then if you get the GoPro Care and the SD cards, it runs at like $1,000. It's quite expensive, but GoPro has never been cheap until they release like the newer camera, and then the original one becomes like $100 cheaper. To me, it doesn't bother me, and it actually sounds like a better setup than any other 360 camera, instead of having like 5 GoPros on a rig, and it's a mess. It's a mess. So I think it's a pretty good price for what it is, and I know a lot of people complain about the price, but to me, 5.2K in this little camera, 360, and also you can pick out the shot of that entire video. That's mind-blowing, and that's like, I think that's the future. That's the future, and I'm excited to use it. I heard some people saying that they want to go for wait till the number 2 comes out, because there's there's 2 SD cards that you got it. I'm gonna wait till it comes out where you have to insert 1, and I'm like, it's not a big deal. 2 SD cards is not that big of a deal, and if you wait that long, it's gonna be like 360 is not gonna be like the biggest thing. Like, just like when drones came out. When drones came out, it started off slow, and now everybody has them, and now 360 is becoming more of a thing, and GoPro's made it a lot easier. I think it's going to become more of a bigger thing, and when the number 2 comes out, a lot of people are already going to work with GoPro 360. If you guys have any questions about the GoPro Fusion, just let me know in the comments. I'll reply to them, and if you want to see me do something with it, I'll see. It depends on what you say. I'll try and do what you guys want to see, but I'm going to take this out for a spin in a couple of days. Lately it's been raining in Seattle, so I know it's waterproof, but I want it to be on like a nice day or something like that. I don't know what I can capture with this. I really need to practice with 360 because I've never worked with it before. I don't think it's the over capture software. It's some other 360 editing program that you use, but I'm gonna get my hands on it and trying to get some more experience. Sam Evans did a few videos of 360, but he made it into like, you know, a small planet, and it's like over capture kinda. And I'm not sure if he did it with a Fusion. I know he had the setup where there's a couple GoPros on a rig, but I don't know when he started using this, because I know there's people testing it out before it got released, and I think Sam was one of them. So to go check out Sam Evans' videos. He has done a couple of 360 videos, but they're not the 360, they're actually the over capture, and they look freaking amazing. He kills the game with the GoPro, and I'm excited to use this. I think this is the future, and I can't wait to take this traveling with me. It's going to be so much fun to be able to capture everything in one small camera. That's all I have for today, guys. I will see you in the next video. I think I might work on a what's in my backpack video soon, maybe coming out next week. If you guys want to see any more videos that I make in the future, be sure to subscribe. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to comment down below if you have any questions about the Fusion. I'll be sure to respond as soon as I can. And if you want me to try anything, let me know. Peace out, guys. I'm going to show you guys what the setup looks like. Here's my mess. I've never used this before, but I thought I could maybe change my lighting a little bit. That's always been my light. And then I got a small HD mic, Sony a7S II, and yeah.